I want to show you how I make my new favorite snack for weight loss. So here's the ingredients. We'll go over that and how much you need to use. But first you want to preheat your oven to 350. Let that warm up while you get things put together. So you're going to take about a cup of almond flour. You're going to add another cup of quick cook oats, basically oatmeal. You want to add about a teaspoon of baking powder. Sprinkle a little bit of salt in there, not too much, just a little bit. Now here's where the flavor comes from. It's the all new inStriv protein shake in vanilla. This tastes amazing. You want to take a scoop of this, pop that in there for flavor and protein. And I like to put another scoop in there because it tastes so good. This has a great vanilla flavor, a little bit like a marshmallow flavor too. 2 scoops of that. You can get this at the inStriv online store if you go to shop.inStriv.com. Also like to put about a teaspoon of chia seeds in, just because it gives it a nice little texture. If you're like me, you don't like the flavor of baking powder, but if you use non-fat Greek yogurt plain, you can counter the flavor of that. So add a big old tablespoon in there, and then add another big old tablespoon in there. And that's all you want to use for the yogurt. And you want it to be moist and flavorful, right? So you want to add your no sugar applesauce. Add some tablespoons in there, about 2. See how that mixes up for you. I'm going to add a little bit more because using the camera in one hand, I didn't get a full tablespoon out of there. I'm going to mix all this up. You want to make sure that it is very consistent, all mixed together, nice and good. You do not add any sugar to this. You don't add anything else. Now you could add cinnamon to this. That tastes pretty good. You just keep mixing that. It's going to look dry, but it'll all mix together and actually form sort of like a cookie dough. Now you want to take a teaspoon and spoon out a nice clump, about what we'd use for a cookie, and you're going to roll that up into little balls. And I'm going to have to do that. I can't like scoop it and roll it, so I'm just going to have to turn it into a ball right now and show you what it looks like. Fold it into a little ball, and then you want to put it on your baking sheet. And I like to push it down and flatten it a little bit. And that's all there is to it. And you do that for all of them till you line them up. So you want to line them up about like that, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches apart, because they are going to expand a little bit when you cook them. Guys, this is so easy to make and they taste delicious. It's a great weight loss snack. Okay, so this tray is ready to go in the oven. Now keep in mind, you don't have to use the oatmeal, you don't have to use the almond flour. You can use one or the other or combine them like I do. I know somebody who is allergic to oatmeal, so if that's your case, you can just use the almond flour. You just want to add double the almond flour because you're going to make up for the oatmeal. Also, you don't have to put the chia seeds in either. I just put that in for the texture, a little bit of flavor, but that's not really necessary. You can kind of experiment with this. A lot of people want to put some cinnamon on there. You can even put a little butter in here because that makes it taste a little bit different, but I'm trying to make this a low-fat, high protein, so I kind of like it this way, so that's how we're going to make it. Going to pop this in the oven for 10 minutes. Here's the cool thing about this dough. You can eat this because there's no egg in here. So you can lick the bowl just like you did when you were a kid. You don't have anything to worry about. It's all good. It's been 10 minutes. Let's take a look. Don't touch that pan without wearing a mitt. I'm not going to be responsible if you burn yourself, but that's what they should look like. They puffed up really nice. They're going to be soft like cake on the inside. You want to let them cool for probably another 10 minutes or so. So we're going to put those aside. All right, they've cooled after 10 minutes. I want to show you what they look like on the inside. We'll just pick this one here. Show you how nice and moist they are, like cake on the inside. Taste really good. They're not dry at all. Oh, they taste so good. So that's all there is to it, guys. Hope you like this video. Try this out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Awesome. Tastes delicious.